Okay, greetings everybody and welcome here to Prog Monster. My name is Murph. I am the host of this show, a show dedicated to progressive rock and other forms of rock music. So we're back here on day 30, battle number 30 for the series that we're doing for the month of December, which is called Progressive Rock Solo Artist Album Wars. So I banged the table there with my knee. So we're down to the semifinals now. We had the first semifinal yesterday, in which Peter Gabriel defeated Steve Hackett to go on to the finals. And now he's going to have to choose between. Now he's going to be up against either Alan Holdsworth's Metal Fatigue or Rick Wakeman's Journey to the Center of the Earth. Those are the two albums that I had to choose from. I listened to both of them. It's tough. I really didn't think Alan Holdsworth or Rick Wakeman would be among the finalists. When I first saw this list of albums that he gave me, they weren't two of the albums I was thinking were going to go to the distance. Because I didn't really know much about Alan Holdsworth, so I couldn't really say much. I knew he had some jazz influence, which he quite a bit of it on this album. But Rick Wakeman, I figured it was going to be more like this Eight Wives of King Henry VIII. It's very different. They're both completely different albums. Not that I didn't like the Six Wives of King Henry VIII, but it's very piano and keyboard dominated album. This one isn't so much. It's more of a story. It's a concept album. He's taken the Jules Verne Journey to the Center of the Universe novel and transposed it into music. And he did an excellent job too, I think. This is a great album. I think the other one is great. They're both good. So we're here to talk about those two albums, and then I got to choose one of them. I still haven't chose one, so I figured I would talk about them and maybe something would come up in me and want to choose one or the other. So we'll start with Alan Holdsworth and Metal Fatigue. So this album, three things about it that I really, really like. First of all, the guitar on here is off the charts. It's so good. Such a fantastic guitar album with so many good guitar licks and solo parts. The second thing I like about it is that it's actually a little bit heavier than I thought it was going to be. There's a little bit of prog in here, a little bit of heaviness to the music. But there's a lot of jazz elements to this music as well. But the other thing that surprised me, the third thing that surprised me, is the vocals were pretty strong too. There were not a lot of vocals on this album, but the ones that are on this album are really good. This is a strong album, an album that I think I definitely will look for to purchase as well. So he's going up against Rick Wakeman's Journey to the Center of the Earth. So the things I like about this album, lots of fantastic keyboards, all kinds of different keyboards on here. You got your Mellotron, you've got Hammond organ, you got the clavinet, you've got, I think there's actually a small part where they have some harpsichord here too, but I can't remember for sure. Some electric piano, some church organ. Yeah, lots of stuff going on here, and played with the absolute incredible abilities by Rick Wakeman as well. So you've got a little bit of synthesizer bits on here too, a little bit of that. But he also has the London Philharmonic Orchestra on here, has a full orchestra here playing too, which is really bombastic and really adds life to this album. And then you have the choir too, which also adds a kind of a vocal element to the album, which I absolutely did not think would be here. Vocalist is pretty good, and then they have a narrator as well. He's quite good telling the story, so you're almost intrigued. It's kind of like when I did the overhead on Thursday night. I'm listening to it to find out what's going to happen next. It's the same kind of thing. Really catchy, really good. I don't know. The only other Rick Wakeman albums I've listened to other than the Six Wives of King Henry VIII is also Red Planet. This one I think is better than either of those two. Yeah, I think it probably is. So it's just an excellent, excellent album as well. I love both of them. So now I got to choose which one I like. So basically it comes down to the two things that are going to separate which one I choose is the overall sound of the albums, which I think the Alan Holdsworth album has just a tiny bit of an edge here because it's a newer album, and instrumentation on here. So you got one album with a fantastic guitar and another one with a fantastic keyboard bit. And I like both. Rick Wakeman's long been my favorite keyboardist, I think. Alan Holdsworth's new guy on the block, but he's come on really strong here. So now I got to make a choice here. I think if I had to come up with it, I still think I could squeeze more life out of the Rick Wakeman album. So I think I'm going to have to give it to him by a hair. Although that's a difficult thing to say because I really do like this Alan Holdsworth album a lot. But I think the Rick Wakeman album, just by the slimmest of margins, is going to squeeze through here to face Peter Gabriel in the finals. So I'm now really interested to see what's going to happen because both of these are just excellent albums coming out for the finals, and I'm hoping that it's when I listen to them, I hope there'll be a clear picture for me. I hope. Anyways, if you've enjoyed this episode of Progressive Rock Solo Artist Album Wars, please hit the like button and the subscription button. It's much appreciated. Any comments about either of the two albums we did today, please leave them in the comment section below. Hit the notification bell so you don't miss the content and don't miss the finals. And we will see you tomorrow for the finals. So have yourself a good evening and take care. Bye.